What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Smartphone World. Well, today was a huge day, wasn't it? I mean, we got to see a lot about iOS 7 at the WWDC, didn't we? Woo! I can't believe how great all the new features are for iOS 7 that we should be seeing coming out with the iPhone 5S. Now, let's talk about some of these new features that we're hearing about and seeing, and it's just so awesome. I'm just so thrilled. Well, let's start off first with the lock screen. I mean, take a look at it. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Looks a lot like Samsung's, TouchWiz lock screen. A little bit, maybe. Anyone? Come on, seriously? Listen, Apple and Phil Schiller, Tim Cook, they're all talking about their new flatter design. They're taking away that depth, that 3D look, that gave it a futuristic quality. So they wanted to, make it look like something that came out of the 80s. Does this sound like advancement to you guys? Seriously, I mean, flatter was their big innovative design concept for iOS 7 to make it flat. Flat. This is when everybody talks about the greatness of iOS 7, that's what they're going to be able to say. It's so flat. Whatever. Okay, let's talk about some of the new things that we're going to be seeing inside of iOS 7 and not the whole flat look thing. Well, it's going to have iTunes Radio. Yay! I mean, for all of you that hate Pandora, I mean, you could just go to iTunes Radio now. I mean, that's wonderful. It's going to have a new camera app. And what do you think of the before and after? Yeah, I mean, the viewing display now on those pictures is going to be incredible with that huge HDR button right there. I mean, that looks terrific, guys. I mean, you guys are really bumping it up, making it very innovative and hard to compete against something like that. I mean, it looks wonderful, Apple. I am so happy that you guys are actually coming through with some greatness. It's wonderful. How about the new Siri? The new Siri. Come on, isn't that wonderful? You can have a guy's voice now. That is bringing the game to a whole nother level, Apple. Thank you for making a guy's voice. Thank you, thank you. I mean, that is exactly what Siri was missing the whole time. I mean, don't give it like awesome functionality and stuff like. Give it a guy's voice. Yes, that's innovation. A guy's voice for Siri. And the wonderful thing is that the new iOS 7 will be able to upgrade. I mean, go out to all iPhone 4s and above. I guess Apple won't be able to say, oh, well, we're updating all of our phones. Not anymore. It's iPhone 4 and better. So it's the 4, 4S, 5, 5S. So it'll be those 4 phones that will be able to get iOS 7, and that's it. And it's wonderful about the fact that you won't be able to get all the features of iOS 7. So you're going to get iOS 7 in these older phones like the iPhone 4, and you still won't have Siri. It'll take away the 3D look and give it a flat design. Aren't you guys excited? All of you iPhone 4 users, you're going to be able to, say it's iOS 7? Show us some new features, guys. Great. What else? It's going to have a control center, which is basically like a hub. I mean, it's your networking hub. Of course, Apple, they're coming out with their, new control center, and no company has anything like that at all, right? No, nobody? Sure. Anything else? Well, let's talk about how iOS 7 is going to be integrated into the new iPhone 5S. Well, the new camera app is going to be working with, according to some of the rumors out there, a 13 or 12 megapixel main camera. That's wonderful. I am glad that they're bumping it up this way, that they can actually start to compare themselves to smartphones that have had this for a while now. And that's not the only thing. They're going to be, bumping the resolution in their display. They're not making the display any bigger, they're just bumping up the resolution. So you're going to have such a much better high quality picture in the new iPhone 5S because the display is going to be looking so much better. But now remember when all these rumors were coming out, oh, June we're going to see a new iPhone. No, obviously we're not. July? No. August? No. September? Well, September is the normal time that we get to see the new iPhones come out every single year. But now, information is coming in stating that the new iPhone 5S is actually going to be delayed a couple of weeks. And I can tell you exactly why something like this is going to happen. And they even admitted the fact that it will be delayed only because of the fact of the new display. Now, I'm not saying that they can't pump out this new display because, well, actually, that's exactly what I'm saying. Do you remember about the iPhone 5, 4S, 4? Who's making the displays for that? Samsung was. And what happened? Well, Samsung's not doing that anymore because Apple didn't want Samsung making their displays anymore. Of course not. Samsung always delivered and made sure the product was on time and made great product. But now they had to find somebody else to make the display. The new company is probably not going to be making them as well or as fast. So they're going to have a problem making all these new iPhone 5S's because it's going to be a whole new company. It's going to be a whole new process. It's like hiring a bunch of new employees and you got to train them. Guess what, guys? The iPhone 5S display is going to be your training display for the new company making the displays. Who's making the new displays? Does anybody know? Is it RCA? I think it is. That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear all of that. Another new feature that we're going to see in the new iPhone 5S, to be so innovative and ahead of the game in the technology, the home button. The home button is supposedly going to be able to read your thumbprint. Yippee! Are you kidding me? This is it? The home button's going to be able to read your thumbprint? Does anybody remember that being in any other smartphone? Yes? Thank you. This is not new. This is old. Actually, this is years old because the Atrix had it and other smartphones had it. But, Apple is making it their own. Okay, whatever. Listen, nothing really great came out of the WWDC. Tim Cook came out and said that over 50% of the people in the world are using iOS 6 or an iPhone. Does he even look at the news or stats or anything like that showing on how over 75% of the planet is using Android? This is all fact, guys. I mean, this is not new information. More Android phones are sold every single week, every single month, every single year because there are way more of them. Tim Cook is just simply on crack. Phil Schiller, he came out and he said, because people are saying that you can't do anything else to iOS 7. Well, you know what? Kind of, they were wrong. You can do more to iOS 7. As a matter of fact, you can take away from it and make it flat. Okay. I'm done talking about Apple. This was my little Apple rant about their wonderful new iOS 7 that we're going to see in their new iPhone 5S that is going to be the same exact size, same dimensions, same everything, except a brand new a better display that's going to be the same exact size display and a better camera that shows less of a picture with the new camera app. Yay, it's going to have HDR. Thank God for that, because now they're going to be able to catch up with camera companies that have had HDR for over a year now. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching another episode of Smartphone World. I hope you enjoyed it. Visit Facebook, Google+, www.thatsmartphoneshow.com for articles. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.